Bearing arms for one's own country is considered to be the most prestigious job ever, to express your own patriotism and laying down your life ahead in case of the other citizens of our country is considered to be one of the most prestigious things that anyone has ever done to our country. Our soldiers are guarding our borders and they are protecting the territorial integrity, let it be in maritime one or let it be on the terrestrial or in the aerial ones, but all the other areas are very crucial enough. After becoming a graduate, or if in case you are a final year of the completion of your graduate, if you are a defense aspirant, then you will be appearing to write about the combined defense services examination conducted by the Union Public Service Commission twice a year, and lakhs of defense aspirants of our country attend this particular examination and they write this examination. Very few of them are fortunate enough to get recommended for the SSB interviews, so it is very important that we make sure that we properly study for this particular examination. So I welcome you all for this particular most important 200 days study plan on how to completely revise all the syllabus related topics of the CDS examination. Hello everyone and welcome back for another interesting session of the study plans being provided by SSB Crack Exams. So in this particular study plan, I am discussing with you about the 200 day study plan, which will be already most importantly like 180 plus 20, which clearly indicates that it is 6 months 20 days study plan. Okay, so here we will be discussing about completely going through and how to revise all the most important topics in a day wise procedure from day 1 to day 200. So without wasting any time, I would like to introduce you that SSB Crack Exams is India's largest, most preferred online defense exams preparation portal. If in case you are preparing for the upcoming combined defense services examination or various other examinations of the defense, I highly recommend you to download the Android app and subscribe to your favorite course. You can also subscribe to your favorite course on learn.ssbcrackexams.com. On this particular website, also we are providing you lots of important study material, lecture content, sample practice questions, quizzes, and also the most important exercises. We are also providing mock tests that are made according to the latest exam patterns. So please subscribe to the course and also make sure that you also follow us on all sort of social media platforms to keep yourself updated with the most important content of the Indian and international defense inputs. Now, beginning with the first and foremost thing that I want to discuss with you regarding the marking system in the CDS general knowledge question paper. So this is very important before we discussing, because here we have in the CDS examination we have 120 questions and these 120 questions carry for around 100 marks only. Okay, unlike the maths question paper where you will get 100 questions and all of them will be of 100 marks, but here the situation is different. It is 120 questions and these 120 questions will carry for around 100 marks. And going through with this particular analysis, we can say that one question carries 0.83 marks in CDS GK paper. There is also negative marking in this question paper. So for each and every particular wrong answer, you will be deducted 0.27 marks. Okay, it is 0.27 marks for every incorrect answer. That means for every correct answer, you need to give plus 0.83, plus 0.83 and so on. And for every incorrect answer, you will give minus 0.27, minus 0.27 like that. So that in that particular way, you need to count the number of marks that you're scoring in the whole CDS GK question paper. Now we will understand about the components of the CDS GK syllabus. And these are the subjects that are enumerated in the CDS GK syllabus, and these subjects include physics, chemistry, biology, geography, history, polity, economics, static general knowledge and current affairs, and the last one will be defense specific related ones. So while going through this particular study plan, I will first discuss with you about the previous year's questions so that you will understand about the importance of that particular subject in this question paper. And then after PYQA, I will discuss with you about the expected number of questions in the upcoming CDS examination. Then after expected number of questions, I will give you the study plan. Okay, that is how we will go with each and every particular subject. So this is the main system that we are following. So we will start off with the physics, chemistry, and then so on and so forth. We'll end with the defense specific related ones, and in the end I will also give you a complete study flow about in these 200 days how many days are you allotting for each and every particular subject, and how is the study plan being followed, and are you following all the other inputs. And in the end also I will give you about the most important tips and tricks to remember also. Beginning with the subject of physics, I would like to tell you that if you go through the previous CDS 2 2020, the very recently conducted question paper, there were only 10 questions that were asked in physics, but the maximum number of questions they were asked in long back in CDS 1 2015, there were 14 questions. So if you see the maximum you can expect, the most probable number was 8. Okay, so there were 8 questions coming from the physics question paper, from the physics set of the CDS GK paper. So going to this particular trend that is being shown up by the bar graphs here, I would like to tell you that in the upcoming upcoming CDS examination, you can expect from around 9 to 10 questions from the physics part, and answering all of them properly, you will be able to score 7.5 to 8.33 marks out of these 100 marks in the CDS GK paper. Starting off with the study plan regarding this physics, we will start with the physics itself. So on day 1, on the first day, you will have to spend around 3 hours per day. Please remember, you have only 200 days and the syllabus is very vast. So you should make sure that you are spending at least a minimum of around 3 hours per day in revising all of these topics. So on day 1, you will finish the topics of the physical world and units and measurements. Here you will be discussing about the dimensional formulae also. The second day you will learn about the motion in straight line, that means the one-dimensional motion. On day 3 you will learn about the 2D and 3D motion, and on day 4 you will learn about the laws of the motion. Day 5 is regarding work, energy and power. Then comes rotational motion, gravitation, and then on day of 8 you will have the revision of all the topics from physical world all the way up towards the topic of the gravitation. Okay, that is how you will be having a revision. Okay, going through, once you finish with the revision of all of these topics regarding kinematics and dynamics and the gravitation, rotation, motion and all, our next focus will be on focusing about the mechanics part. And here in the mechanics, on the first day, that means on day 9, you will spend time in learning about solid mechanics, and in the solid mechanics you will be learning about the various kinds of modulars. You will also learn about the stress, strain and elasticity curves and all. Then on day 10 you will learn about the fluid mechanics, and while learning about fluid mechanics you will spend time in learning about the vorticity, types of flow, and you will also learn about the different kinds of velocity vectors, and you will also learn about the various fluid mechanical related terminologies, like about learning few important laws including Bernoulli's theorem, then Poiseuille's law, Torricelli's theorem and all. Okay, on day 11 you will learn about thermodynamics, and while learning about thermodynamics you will learn about the state variables and different kinds of important terms, and then you will also learn about the various kinds of processes. They might be a cyclic one or non-cyclic one, they might be closed or insulated or adiabatic or thermal or isothermal, whichever they might be. You will also learn about learning different sort of thermodynamic cycles. It might be Otto cycle or Brayton cycle, or it might also be a generic Carnot cycle and all. Okay, going through on day 12 you will spend time in learning about the kinetic theory and gases, and regarding the kinetic theory you will also learn about the various sort of velocities like RMS velocity, average velocity, most probable velocity and all. On day 13 you will spend time in learning about the revisions from all the way up towards from solid mechanics towards the kinetic theory on gases. Then on day 14 you will spend time in learning about both oscillations and waves and wave optics. While learning these, please give special time in learning about the sound and all the other related things, and special emphasis you have to give in learning about the superposition of waves, beats, frequency phenomenon, the time period and all the other issues. Going through on day 15 you will have a revision of these two topics that you have studied on day of 14. Then starting off with day 16 you will spend time in learning about electric charges and fields and current electricity. Day 17 will be about moving charges and magnetism. 18 is regarding electromagnetic induction, and day 19 is the revision of topics from electric charges all the way up towards electromagnetic induction. Going through on day 20 you will spend time one day each in learning about electromagnetic waves, optics and optical instruments, photoelectricity, atomic physics, semiconductors, and then the final revision of all the topics from EM waves all the way up towards the semiconductors. Starting off with the chemistry part, here if you see the previous year's analysis regarding the chemistry, now we have spent, if you see the number of questions in the recent question paper, they were around 13 questions, and the maximum number of questions from chemistry they have appeared in 2019 CDS to 2019 there were 18 questions. And if you see the number of questions, there will be from 9 to 13, 9 to 18, it was varying. So going through with this particular trend that is being shown up in the previous years by going through these bar graph variations, I can say that we can expect from around 12 to 14 questions in the upcoming serious examination, and answering all of them properly you will be able to score 10 to 11.66 marks in these out of these 100 marks. So this is very important one. Going through with the complete details regarding the study plan, you will spend 3 days completely in learning about the topics of the matter in our surroundings, is matter around us pure, structure of the atom and atoms or molecules, and day of 29 you will spend simply having a revision of all the topics that you have studied in the former 3 days. Okay, going through, we will have spent 2 days about the chemical reactions and equations and acid bases and salts, then 3 days in learning about metals, 2 days in learning about metals and non-metals, carbon compounds, classification of elements, please give special emphasis on the classification of elements, and then on day of 34 you will have a revision of all of these topics that I mentioned above. Day 35 is regarding all of these most important chapters. You can see, because the importance is mentioned as medium itself. So if you see, you can spend little bit amount of time only on of these important issues, and these chapters include basic chemistry, states of the matter, atomic structure, advanced and chemical bonding. And on day 36, you will learn a complete, having a revision of all of these 4 chapters that are mentioned above on day of 35. Going through with day 37, you will spend a little bit of time in learning about thermodynamics, solutions and equilibrium. Day 38, you will learn about redox reactions and electrochemistry and chemical kinetics. Day 39 is regarding the revision of thermodynamic solutions and equilibrium and also the chemical kinetics. Day 40, you will have to learn completely regarding surface chemistry, metallurgy and hydrogen. Days 41 and 42, you will learn about the S and P block elements, D and F block elements, coordination compounds, and then on day 43 we'll learn about the complete revision of the topics from surface chemistry all the way up towards the coordination compounds. Going through now with these 44 and 45 is regarding basic organic chemistry. From here you will start off with the organic chemistry, so please spend as much time as possible. And the organic chemistry is considered to be not very important in case of the chemistry syllabus is concerned, but still you can spend a little bit of time going through here. Now the importance is not nowhere intense in all of these things, they were only medium and least. So going through with this particular one, the chemistry topics on days 44 and 45, you will learn about basic organic chemistry, hydrocarbons and haloalkanes. Day 46 is regarding the organic compounds containing oxygen and nitrogen. Then on day 47, you will have a complete revision of the topics that you have studied about the organic chemistry until now. Going through on day 48, you will learn about polymers, biomolecules. 49 is regarding electrochemical, environmental chemistry, chemistry in everyday life and miscellaneous chemistry. On day of 50, you will have a complete revision of the topics all the way from polymers up towards miscellaneous chemistry. Okay, so 25 days you have spent in finishing about physics, and 25 days you are spending in finishing about the chemistry topics. Now going through with the next important topic is regarding the biology subject. You will start off with the biology, and biology has a pretty decent trend if you have to see the previous year's papers, and the maximum number of questions have come up in both the sets of question papers in the year of 2018 and long back in CDS 2 2016. In the recent question paper in the year of 2020, in both CDS 1 and 2 2020, only 9 questions were asked. So going through with this particular basic analysis of the previous years, we can say that we can expect from around 10 to 11 questions in the upcoming examination, and answering all of them properly, you will be able to score 8.33 to 9.16 marks out of these 100 marks. Starting off with the study plan regarding the biology part of this particular section, that we can say please spend 1 day each. That means 3 hours every day in learning about finishing all of these topics. You will not get as much of amount of time regarding the finishing of the biology revision, and also please spend as much time as possible, and always please do maintain notes. If you're not maintaining notes in biology, it will be very difficult for you to remember some of the most important terms. Okay, so 1 day each in learning about the topics. I'm listing out all the topics that are mentioned here. It is biological classification, plant kingdom, animal kingdom, anatomy of flowering plants, transport and nutrition in plants, respiration and reproduction in plants, biomolecules, cell cycle and division, human digestive system, circulatory system, and going to detail excretory system, muscular system, nervous system, human hormones and integration, human reproductive system, the genes and inheritance, diseases, microbes in human welfare, ecosystem dynamics, biodiversity and environment. And in the last 4 days, that means from day 72 to 75, you will have the revision of all the topics of biology. In these, you will only refer to the notes that you have written. Understanding, if you have not written any notes, then you will have a bulk of material, and revision completely going through all of that bulk of material in only these 4 days will be very difficult for you. Okay, so for yourself to maintain the revision in a very short and crisp form, it is very important that you maintain notes from the beginning of the day of biology itself. Okay, again you spent around 25 days in finishing up about the biology part, so 25 days each in completing all the general science section. So we have by the day of 75, you will be spending all the time in learning about the general science sections, that means physics, chemistry and biology, and you will wind up with the general science sections. Our now next topic will be from the general studies, that means the miscellaneous or the humanities section. Going through with this particular section, you will spend time in learning about the geography, history, economics and Indian polity, and all the other details regarding current affairs, static GK and defense specific related ones. Starting off with the geography's previous year's question and answer analysis in the very recent question paper from CDS 2 2020, a maximum number of questions were asked. There were 22 And the most probable number of questions that were asked in CDS question paper will be from 21 number of questions that were asked in the previous years. So you can clearly see the number of questions that are being asked in the previous years. So going through with this particular trend that is being shown by the previous years in these bar graphs, we can say that we can expect from around 19 to 21 questions in the upcoming CDS examination, and answering all of them correctly, you will be able to score 15.83 to 17.5 marks out of these 100 marks in the geography section. Starting off with the geography study plan, you will spend 3 hours one day each in learning about the latitude, longitude, time zone, physical features, important states and international boundaries. Then on day 77, you will have the complete physical features study of our country, including the Great Himalayas, Great Gangetic Plains, Peninsular Plateau, deserts and islands of our country. And then you will also learn about the names and information about all the coastal plains. Once you learn about the coastal plains, our next focus will be learning about the rivers and the tributaries. After learning about rivers, and then after you will connect these rivers towards learning about the hydropower, thermal and nuclear power projects in our country. Then after learning about the hydropower, thermal and nuclear power projects, your next focus will be learning about the minerals and the mineral locations of our country and the various important strategic, historical and industrial cities. After that, from day 81, you will spend one day each in learning about the types of agricultural practices, factors causing pollution, major national parks in our country, biodiversity hotspots, UNESCO World Heritage Sites, major environmental and industrial summits and events, origins and interior of the earth and atmospheric levels, formation of the rocks, famous volcanoes and landforms. While learning about the major national parks and biodiversity hotspots and all of these topics, please do maintain a map. Okay, if you are maintaining a map, very most preferably please maintain an outline map or a political map. Okay, so these will be very helpful, because if you are learning about the map, they will not directly ask you about like so and so XYZ national park, where is it located. They will ask you, they will give you a list of these national parks, and then they will tell you please arrange these national parks from north to south. Then it will be very important for you. So it is very crucial for you to have a location of that national park in the whole India's map in your brain itself. Okay, so if you are maintaining maps, it will be very easy for you, because brain can remember pictorial representations much more easier when compared to the textual information. So please maintain a pictorial representations. It will be very helpful for you. Going through with the next important one, from day 90, again we are also spending one day each in learning about the topics of the various geomorphical processes, pressure belts and wind systems, ocean currents, soil afforestation, various grasslands, types of natural vegetation, renewable and non-renewable resources, major biomes of the world, tribes and migrational settlements, towns, megacities and projects. And then on days from 99 to 105, that means 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104 and 105. This will be around 7 days if I am not wrong. So 7 days you will be completely learning about the revision of the geography topics of all topics that I have mentioned here. So it will be very helpful for you. And most of the students from our side, they have expressed that the geography section is very fun to learn and it is very easy to remember. So I hope that you will also experience the same while learning the geography part also. Our next focus will be in learning about the history part, and if you see the previous year's question and answer analysis of the serious question paper from history, in the recent question paper itself we have seen around 22 questions, and if we go long back from CDS to 2018 there were 23 questions. So you can see how the number of questions are varying in the previous years, and it is not a fixed number. So going through with the previous year's analysis from these bar graphs that is being shown here, I can say that we can expect from around 18 to 20 questions in the upcoming CDS examination, and answering all of them properly, you will be able to score 15 to 16.66 marks in the upcoming examination out of these 100 marks. Okay, so you will spend special amount of time in history, but please, I'm telling you again and again, history is vast and it is unstoppable. It has no ends. Understanding, the more you study, the more is left out, and history is very big enough. So mention and stick yourself to only learn about those topics that are required for the examination point of view. Do not spend very detailed amount of time in only very few details things. So since you have 200 days of time, you will be spending around 3 hours of time on each and every particular topic. So I will tell you about how to study about all of these things. So on day 106 you will learn about ancient history. 1 hour you will spend time in learning about the early man and how he started to learn about getting civilized and all of those things. And then the next 2 hours you will learn about the Indus Valley civilization. Okay, even if you leave out the topic of ancient history part also, it is okay, but do not leave the part about Indus Valley civilization, because this is very very important topic. Then you will spend 3 hours next in learning about the Vedic society, then 3 hours in learning about the complete Mauryan empire, their administration, how was their economy, and how are their trade practices, what are the important personalities regarding the Mauryan empire, and how was the architecture and the poetry flourished in that particular period. Then going through from day 109, spend 2 hours of time in learning about the Sangam literature and 1 hour of time in learning about the indigenous dynasties during those times. Then 3 hours of time in learning about Gupta period. Then also 1.5 hour each in learning about the dynasties of the medieval North India and the medieval South India. Okay, with this we'll be finishing up with the day of 111 going through from day 112. We'll spend learning about the time regarding the Delhi Sultanate. Even if you extend the time, even if you spend 6 hours of time also, nobody's stopping you, but please spend as much amount of time in learning about Delhi Sultanate, because this topic is very 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 important. Understanding there were various dynasties that were ruling in the Delhi Sultanate and all the other issues. Thereafter you will spend time in learning about the Vijayanagar Empire, then Mughal Empire, Carnatic Wars, Anglo-Maratha and Anglo-Sikh Wars, stages of colonialism, train theory, railways introduction, commercialization of agriculture, impact of Western education. Among all of these topics, please spend as much amount of time. If there are 2 topics, then it clearly indicates that you will spend 1.5 hour in each. And if there are 3 topics, then it clearly indicates that you will spend 1 hour each in learning about all of these. Okay, so sometimes the focus will be different. If in case you are learning about commercialization of agriculture and impact of Western education introduction, here you can spend around 1 hour of time in learning about impact of the Western education, and 2 hours of time you can give in learning about commercialization of agriculture, because the commercialization of agriculture topic is a little bit very vast and it requires a little bit of focus itself. So accordingly, make yourself, plan yourself. After day 118, our next focus will be day on 119. You will learn about the famous rising of the social and religious reform movements. Then 2 days you will spend time in learning completely about 1857 revolts, movements by the trade unions, and where was the 1857 revolt located, and how were people from all over the country, they were participating in the various movements, and they were a part of the 1857 revolt itself. On day 122, you will learn about the establishment of the Indian National Congress and the various sessions and the most important topics and most important acts or most important bills that were taken into consideration regarding the sessions of the Indian National Congress. Going through from day 123, you will learn about the moderates and extremists and economic nationalism. Day 124, from day 124 you will have the complete knowledge about the various types of movements, and these movements include Home Rule movement, Khilafat movement, non-cooperation movement, civil disobedience movement, Quit India movement. And on day 126 you will spend time in learning about Subhash Chandra Bose and this very great Indian National Army. Day 127 is regarding the rise of the Muslim League and little bit detail about Muhammad Ali Jinnah and all. Then 128 you will spend time in learning about how was India partitioned into India and Pakistan dominions, and then how was our Indian Constituent Assembly formed thereafter. Then on day 129 you will learn about industrialization and agrarian reforms of our country and how the policy of non-alignment and Panchsheel agreement came into existence. Day 130 we will learn about the wars with Pakistan and China. I will also spend time in learning everything related to India's involvement in the United Nations organization and how is India at present a part of the UNO's largest peacekeeping forces on day 131. Then in the last 4 days from days 132 to 135 you will be having a complete knowledge about the world history. While learning about world history, please spend time in learning about the topics about the German unification, Italian unification, American War of Independence and all the other issues relating towards the Tsar's rule and regime in Russia and war between Russia and Japan and all of the other details and various other most important crucial inputs. Finishing up with the history part, our next focus will be the Indian polity. And if you see the previous year's analysis regarding Indian polity in CDS 1 and 2 2020, they were respectively 16 and 18 questions. And if you see the largest number of questions that have appeared in both the papers of 2016, they were 23 questions. So you can see the number of questions they were from 18, 20, 21, 15. So the number of questions, they are not following a very particular trend or pattern, but going through with this particular one and calculating the average about all of these things regarding this particular bar graphs, I can say that we can expect from around 18 to 20 questions in the upcoming CDS examination regarding those of the Indian polity and answering all of them properly, you will be able to score 15 to 16.66 marks out of the 100 marks in the CDS question paper. Okay, our next focus will be in learning about the studying about the study plans regarding the Indian polity section. And starting off with the Indian polity section, you will spend 2 days in learning about the Constituent Assembly, how was a Constituent Assembly formed, and from what particular provincial legislatures where our people came, and what were the provinces, or what were the princely states, and who represented what, and all the other details, and how was a preamble came into existence and all. Then on day 138, you will learn about the topics and the articles related towards the union and its territory. 2 days, you will spend time learning about the citizenship of our country and the recent amendments that I have taken up here. Then 3 days, please spend time in learning about fundamental rights, because without this topic, there is no question paper itself. So every time without a question from fundamental rights, you cannot expect the question paper, because this is very, very important, crucial topic. Spend as much time as possible. Then you will learn about the directive principles of state policies of DPSPs. Then you will learn about the next 2 days in learning about the fundamental duties. 1 day in learning about amending the constitution and how it can be amended. Then on day 149, you will learn about the basic structure of the constitution. And then the next 2 days, you will learn about the union and the executive. Going through on days 152 and 153, you will learn about the parliament and the different kinds of procedures that are being taken up in both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and the various types of bills and all the other details. Day 154 is regarding the judiciary, the Supreme Court, and the various kinds of writs that are issued by the High Court and by the Supreme Court. And day 155, we will learn about the state government, that means the Chief Minister, the Governor, and all the other areas related to that. Day 156, you will learn about the union territories and the special areas and the various kinds of act. When did some particular areas turn from union territory into a state, and all the other details regarding that. Then coming through from day 157 and 158, you will learn about the emergency provisions, the types of emergencies, and when were they implemented in our country, who was responsible for that, and how can it be amended, and what sort of amendments came to our constitution regarding these emergency provisions and all. Day 159, you will learn about the center-state relations, then on local bodies of our country, and then in the next 2 days, you will learn about the constitution and non-constitutional bodies of our country. In the next 3 days, you will have the complete miscellaneous and revision of all the topics of the Indian polity. After finishing up with the Indian polity, I recommend you to please go through the numbers of all the acts and the procedures, and where are their parts, and the various other schedules that these particular important topics are related to. Please mention and take care about all the other topics regarding these topics of the Indian polity. Going through now, but the next subject that we are discussing now is regarding the economics, and starting off with the economics previous year's Q&A analysis, we can say that in CDS 1 2020, there were a maximum of around 17 questions. Okay, this was a maximum number of questions, and the count, there were no other time it was asked in so many number of questions. And in the recent CDS 2 2020 question paper, there were only 9 questions. So we cannot say that how many questions can we expect from around economics part, and the trend regarding economics is also not very fixed one. So if we can see and go through and calculate the average about all of these number of questions in the previous year's analysis from these bar graphs, I can say that we can expect from around 10 to 12 questions in the upcoming examination, and answering all of them properly, you will be able to score 8.33 to 10 marks in the upcoming CDS examination out of these 100 marks. Starting off with the study plan regarding economics part, you will spend 2 days in learning about the microeconomical topics, 3 days in learning about macroeconomy. The next 3 days, please spend as much time as possible in learning about the 5-year plans. Next 2 days, you will learn about the taxation in India and the various other topics regarding the GDP, GSP, GST, and all the other important issues. Then on day 176, one day you will have a very brief analysis regarding the recent economical development that have happened in our country. And then in days 177, 178, 2 days each in learning about inflation and related economic terms. And in the last 2 days, you will learn about the international organizations that are only related towards the economics one. Okay, with this, you will be finishing up with the economics part in a very short and very, very crisp way. After finishing up with the economics, our next focus will be the current affairs and the strategic. See, once I would like to mention to you that from day 1 you're starting with the physics. So every day since day 1 all the way up towards the day of 200, every day you will be spending half an hour of time in completely going through with the current affairs and the defense current affairs that are being provided by SSB crack exams, because these are very, very, very important. Okay, so without these you cannot spend as much amount of time. And current affairs and strategic, this particular section is very important and crucial sections, one of the most important ones. It is as equally important as geography and history. So the maximum number of questions from this particular section, they have appeared in CDS 2 2018 question paper. There were 27 questions out of these 100 questions, 120 questions. So going through about this particular analysis, and in the recent question paper, there were only 16 questions. And if you go back, it will be 15, 18, 20. So going through with this particular previous year's analysis, I can say that we can expect from around 18 to 20 questions in the upcoming CDS examination, and answering all of them properly, you will be able to score 15 to 16.66 marks out of the 100 marks in the upcoming CDS examination. Starting off with the topics that you have to completely study regarding the current affairs and the strategic GK. These topics include superlatives of India, and if I'm talking about superlatives of India, they include largest, highest, smallest, deepest, longest, whatever they might be. Okay, then coming towards the Indian space journey, while learning about Indian space journey, learn everything related to Gaganyaan, Chandrayaan, Mangalyaan, and various other rockets that are very important. That might be PSLV and very recently launched GSLV or various other important issues. Then on day 182, you will learn about the important art forms and culture. While learning about art forms and culture, learn about the various festivals that are being celebrated in other states. Like Hornbill festival is celebrated in some particular state, Onam is celebrated in some particular state, Sankranti is celebrated in some particular state. Along with these art forms, you will also have to learn about the various dances of the different states and the various kinds of art forms. Then also you will spend time in learning about the national institutions, and a very separate session has already been made by SSB Crack exams regarding the important national institutions of our country. You can go through with that. That particular lecture is already live on YouTube, so you can even go through with that. And then you will spend one day each in learning about the important national days of recognition, the country's capitals, currencies, and languages. After that, you will be spending your ample amount of time in learning about the superlatives of the world, international boundaries, important cities, and strategic locations. 2 days, that means one day each in learning about the international days that are recognized by the United Nations organization, and also in the next you will also learn about the important international organizations, their headquarters, and the current director generals or heads. Day 189, please spend time in learning about the very recently awarded Bharat Ratna awardees, Nobel Prize, various kinds of Nobel Prize are there, Nobel Prize in Physics, in Chemistry, in Peace, and various other issues. So recently awarded Nobel Prize awardees, and also very recently awarded military gallantry awardee recipients. Going through on day 190, we'll be spending time in learning about the awards related to movies and books, the books and their authors, and the famous news agencies and their editors or heads. Day 191, you will spend time in learning about the recently awarded Olympic medals, Asian Games, Commonwealth Games, Grand Slams, and the other related sports. Day 192 and 193 will be learning about the various terms used in the sports while playing and the notable sports persons. And in the last 2 days from day 194 and 195, we will be spending time in having a complete static general knowledge revision. It will be possible only if you maintain the notes. So please maintain the notes as much as possible. Our next focus will be in going through with the defense specific related questions, and this is not falling. Absolutely, we cannot expect how many number of questions that we can say, because the trend is itself, it's very different. If you see the trend, it will be 11, 8, again 2 only, then 12, and then 9 and 2, 4 and 6, 11 and 1, 9 and 1. So you can't say that you can expect any number of questions from defense specific related ones unless and until in that particular year there is any very major advancement that is being performed by our Indian Armed Forces. So I can say that you can simply expect from around 8 to 10 questions most probably in the upcoming defense specific one. If we need to take the maximum cutoff in the minimum, I could say that will be 1 to 2 only, but we have to take off the maximum number of questions from the defense specific one. So you can expect from around 8 to 10 questions, and answering all of them properly, you will be able to score 6.66 to 8.33 marks out of these 100 marks, which will be very crucial in your exam marks. And going through with the study plan regarding the defense specific related ones, one day, the complete 3 hours, you will be spending time in learning about the ranks in both Army, Navy, and Air Force, the commands in all the Army, Navy, and Air Force. And then you will also have the complete military institutions and their establishments like MCT, MAO, or CME, Pune, or IMA, INA, AFA, OTA, and various other important establishments of the Indian Armed Forces. Okay, day 197, you will be spending time in learning about the various types of the Indian Air Force's aircraft, that might be rotary or fixed wing one. Then you will have a complete details regarding the military deals, exercise, and procurements. This is very important topic. Spend as much time as possible in this. Then you will spend your learning about various regiments of our army, squadrons of the Air Force, and Indian naval warships and the details. While learning about the Indian naval warships, only focus on those warships that are recently conducted or used in any very recently conducted exercise or recently conducted passage, exercise, or all the other issues. Going through now, you will have a complete final revision with now. Okay, so our last study until now was day 197. So how many days are left out? Only 3 days are left out. So in the last 3 days, you will have only the time to solve the mock test. Solve as many mock tests as possible in the CDS. The more mock tests you solve, the more confident you will become, and the more you will get to know about your level of preparation about the examination. Okay, so here is the overall subject wise analysis and the overall percentage coverage of the subjects that are being mentioned here. You will have 9% of the question paper from physics, chemistry 10%, biology 8%, 15% will be from history, polity 15% again, economics 8%, geography 16%, 1% extra than polity and history. Then comes defense specific, it will be 4%, and then 15% again for the current affairs and strategic related questions. So you can't say the maximum number of questions, and the most important topics that you have to focus upon will be all the topics. And I cannot say, because you it is very clear and it is very clearly representation by this particular pie chart, that you cannot say that you can ignore any particular part, because they do have equal and most probable amount of percentage in the overall question paper. So going through with the overall study plan that we are following, we are spending 25 days each in learning about the topics of physics, chemistry and biology. Then we are spending 30 days in learning about the subjects of geography, history, polity and economics. Okay. Then economics we are spending 15 days, strategic is again 15 days, 2 days in learning about defense specific related ones, and in the last 3 days we are solving the mock test. So our overall score will be 200 days. Okay, so on daily basis we are also covering the current affairs one. So in that particular way, I hope that this study plan will be very helpful and you are following and very clear about what I am trying to express to you regarding this particular issue. Going through with the important points that you have to remember, always make notes in a separate dedicated notebook. Remember that here, if I mention that these 3 hours not only include about only revising about the lecture content, you have to also revise everything regarding the mock test and regarding the complete any particular questions that are related to that. So it will include all sort of preparation, also practice as number of questions in it also. Then always use maps while you are going through with the geography part, geography related lessons. Always avoid the large numerical problems. This is serious exam. This is not any sort of, they are not testing you to become a scientist. This is very simple examination, and avoid yourself in solving large numerical problems. Always focus upon the formula. The more you focus on the formula, the more better and the more strong you will be in solving out the things regarding this examination. Okay, I am talking about the CDS GK question paper. Please do not connect it to any other question papers, any other part. Do not connect this particular large numerical problems to other mathematics paper or the other issues. Okay, so here I am focusing only on the GK paper, so please keep that thing in mind. Going through detail regarding the other important points, once a topic is done, you can gift yourself some amount of free time, but since it is only 200 days of time, if you want to go through with that, you can gift yourself some particular every 6 days. Please gift yourself some free time so that you will get as much amount of time in preparation and you will focus as better as possible. Going through, always use NCERT books and SSB crack books as your reference to cover the main topics, and do not stress yourself. Always keep interest, and if there are any other doubts and if you want any other personalized guidance sessions from our SMEs, we are always ready to help you out, and we are always here at your disposal to completely sort out all your problems and make your life much more easier and learning much more helpful. Okay, you can write to us at support@ssbcrackexams.com and you can address all your problems so that we will get back to you and we will have a conversation. And if there are any other issues, and always doubts or queries regarding that will also be answered. And those candidates who have already subscribed to our courses and are already going through with the app and you are answering, you can also ask your questions in the discussion box, wherein which we are always there to help you out in solving your anonymity and ambiguity. Always make sure that you are preparing and going and following through about all of this particular 200-day study plan as religiously as possible. Always stay safe, stay healthy, be confident, do not lose trust in yourself. Always make sure that you maintain the trust in yourself, and always stay confident, keep smiling. Jai Hind.